forward. The success of these efforts depends on the step that school principals and teachers will take to encourage children to reflect on their own learning and to pursue imaginative activities and questions. We must recognize that given space, time, and freedom, children generate new knowledge by engaging, engaging with the information passed on to them by adults. Treating the prescribed textbook as the sole basis of examination is one of the key reasons why other resources and sites of learning are ignored, including creativity and initiative is possible if we perceive and treat children as participants in learning, not as receivers of a fixed body of knowledge. Next, the National Framework 2005 recommends that children's life at school must be linked to their life outside the school. This principle marks a departure from the legacy of bookish learning which continues to shape our system and cause a gap between the school, home, and community. Next, the syllabus and textbooks developed on the basis of NCF signify an attempt to implement these basic ideas. They also attempted to discourage rote learning and the maintenance of sharp boundaries between different subject areas. We hope these measures will take us significantly further in the direction of a child centered system of education outlined in the National Policy on Education 1986. Next, these aims imply considerable change in school routines and mode of functioning, flexibility in the daily timetable in as necessary as rigor in implementing the annual calendar, or that the required number of teaching days are actually devoted to teaching the methods used for teaching, and evaluations will also determine how effective this textbook proves for making children's life at school a happy experience rather than a source of stress or boredom. Syllabus designers have tried to address the problem of burden by restructuring and resorting knowledge at different stages with greater consideration for child physiology and the time available for teaching. The textbook attempts to enhance this endeavor by giving higher priority and space to opportunities for and wondering discussion in small groups and activities requires hands-on experience. Next, NCERT appreciates the hard work done by the textbook development committee responsible for this book. We wish to thank the chairperson of the advisory committee for available for teaching. The textbook attempts to enhance this endeavor by giving higher priority and space to opportunities for contemplations and wondering discussion in small groups and activities requiring hands-on experience. Next, NCERT appreciates the hard work done by the textbook development committee responsible for this book. We wish to thank the chairperson of the Advisory Group on Social Science, Professor Hari Vasudevan, and the Chief Advisor for this book, Professor Niledri Bhattacharya, for guiding the work of this committee. Several teachers contributed to the development of this textbook. We are grateful to their principals for making this possible. We are indebted to the institutions and organizations which have generally permitted us to draw upon their resources, material, and personnel. We are especially grateful to the members of the National Monitoring Committee appointed by the Department of Secondary and Higher Education, Ministry of Human Resource Development, under the chairpersonship of Professor Merinal Miri and Professor G.P. Bhattacharya Deshpande, for their valuable time and contribution as an organization committed to systematic reform and continuous improvement in the quality of its products. NCERT welcomes comments and suggestions which will enable us to undertake further revision and refinement. Stop.